if you ever see me, like, and I've like become that, please slap me. Like, okay.
Kyd The Band, hi, welcome to the Energy Star Talk.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I talked to a lot of people who are like, yeah, well, I love this guy, I love this song. I bought it on Apple Music because I love it so much.
Really?
And I think in these days it's really kind of success, like here, getting to hear that some people are just buying music because you have the streaming services and stuff like that.
I think that's the biggest compliment as an artist that you can get is that like somebody actually like spent their money on what you do, like whether it's like they come to a show or they buy your music online or like a CD, like that's the most you could ever ask of anybody.
Yeah, let's talk about the single Easy with Ellie Do It Together. What is the song currently about?
So I wrote Easy 4 years ago and it was right when I got my publishing deal. So it was the very first week I was able to do music full time. I was working before that for like a bunch of years as an assistant, like a real estate agent, and it was terrible. Like doing like, when I lived in LA, I did that too, and like I was doing everything from like helping her clients to like, I had to go to Whole Foods to get her dog like free range chicken to eat. It's like a chihuahua, so like stuff like that. So anyways, this is the first week of me doing music full time as a job. And Ellie was the first co-writing session that I had. So I wanted it to be a reminder of kind of everything that I've experienced and just a reminder to keep going and, you know, hopefully like when all is said and done, you know, 10, 15, 20 years, however long I get to do this, I can look back and say like, you know, that was worth it, or like, man, like, I wonder if it was, because the verses are like so full of questions like that, you know?
Very much people are talking like, yeah, well, you have some magic in the beginning, and beginnings are always like, wow, woo. But I think it can be very much trouble too, because it's really like you're struggling, you're really not like, yeah, am I going the right way or not, or something like that. So this song is really completely about the beginnings.
Yeah, it's about the beginning. And you know, it's funny, it's like now like having a song on radio here, like, yeah, this is the first time that people have ever heard of me and they're like, who is this guy? Like, and so for them, it's probably like they came out of nowhere. But for me, it's been like a lot of time and a lot of years in the making. It's just like, it's just now getting to a point where it feels like it's beginning, but it's been such a long road to get here.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Well, the most funny thing about your name maybe is like that people experience really a few guys, like a band, you know, Kyd The Band, like this is actually one guy.
Like jokes on you.
How did that happen?
Well,
his name?
Yeah, so Kyd The Band started actually with my brother. It was a duo. We took the first two letters of his name, which is KY, and the first letter of my name, which is D, and so that's Kyd, and I was like, let's do Kyd The Band. I want it to be more than just me and about me. Like I have a really hard time like being the center of attention. Like it's kind of weird that I chose music to like as a career, but I want it to be about everybody else and like, you know, the people that follow me and support me and you know, the fan base. So to me, like in my mind, like they're the band almost, but then, you know, together to show like it's all of us. So
let's just talk about the beginnings again a little. As you just said, you moved to LA to just start with the music stuff.
Yeah.
And then you went to the most magical place for music, seems like ever, to Nashville.
Yeah.
What is the special thing and the magic behind Nashville? Because this is so historical and so many artists started their career there. Yeah. What is the magic behind this place?
I think the biggest thing that Nashville, you know, like has, at least in my, you know, experience, is like the focus on lyrics and like telling things like honestly and transparently, and not just saying things, you know, like I always talk about the difference between LA and Nashville. Like in LA, the focus is on production and melody, which is really important. You know, it's really important to have something that's catchy and sticks in your head and it sounds cool and like the music is cool, but Nashville is about the lyrics. So living in LA and then going to Nashville, like I feel like I've got to have the best of both worlds and like combine like melody and production, but also like have like a really great lyric and like a special, you know, meaning to a song. So that's what I think is special about Nashville.
It's funny because every single time I'm talking to persons about music and stuff, maybe 80% of all people are like, I never listen to lyrics. I just get the melody, the sound, and if I like that, the song is cool. And it's really like a little, for me, it's really like a little bit like getting to know a person. Like the sound is are the things you see first, like how the person looks and how it is like the connection. And the soul stuff are the lyrics for me personally. Well, because I think it's getting a little bit deeper into it. So it's cool.
I think it's cool that you listen that way, because you're right. Not everybody listens that way, but like I think like you can have a deeper connection to the music if you really pay attention to what's being said.
Yeah.
I think that's why people like rap music a lot, because like rap music is such like a stream of consciousness, like just honest like conversation, and like I feel like that's why like a lot of people like rap music.
Yeah, well, maybe if you are a native speaker in English, it's not that easy to just give a shit on the lyrics because you understand every single word. But for a German person, especially the older ones, like maybe my parents, don't get every single word. If they hear a song in English, they're like, I don't know what it's about, but it's catchy though. So you know.
Yeah, they just want to dance.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I just stalked your Twitter a little.
Okay.
An hour ago or something like that, and I found a very interesting tweet of yours, I guess.
Boy.
That was like something you twittered in the night. It's, let's take a look at my notes. It's like, am I a good person, or is that something I'm telling myself to sleep at night? Yeah. So how would you define a good person in general?
You believe in like people, and like you love people, and you want to treat people nice. I think like at its core, that's what a good person should be, and it should be about like being willing to like help another person. Well, really, it was a lyric I wrote. I wrote for a this rap act called Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like they were like big in the '90s, and they were my first like collaborations. And that song, like that lyric, has stuck with me ever since I wrote it, because it's something that I ask myself. Like every day, I'm just like, at the end of the day, after everything I've done throughout the day, you know, my career and everything, am I the little kid that like I look back and remember, like who was so pure and good, and like, am I actually good? Because there's a lot of things that like situations sometimes, especially like in entertainment, like it's like you can almost like lose yourself in certain aspects of it. And it's easy to do that, and like I'm not blaming or judging anybody for if that happens to them, but like, so for me, like when I go through those things, I'm like, dang, like I need to take a step back and really like reevaluate who I am as a person, because I like if I lose myself in all of this, then like I don't know if it's worth it. I
totally get the point. In entertainment business, it's really as soon as you're surrounded with all these people who see you as a not even now and then a human being, but only a product. You're a product for them to get money, to just sell stuff. Yeah. Maybe now and then. Yeah. And I think it's really good to just check oneself, to just, about their options and about their behavior and and your motives. Absolutely, yeah. And now and then, I think we're all lying in our beds at night, like, because I think as long as you're surrounded with people who are like, yeah, you're cool, you're good, no, you're fine, you're beautiful, la 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 la. But in the end, if you're lying in your bed at night, it's really like you and yourself, me, myself, and I, you know? Yeah. And it's really like, okay, now it's all gone, and all you have is yourself and your thoughts, and your, you have to just argue with yourself and to just, Yeah, to be alone with your thoughts is sometimes scary, because you don't have those like outside voices, and like I think it really applies to anybody, like in any industry. Like as you like start to pursue things and like want to like progress and like be successful and like make something great, like I think those are things you should be aware of. But not everybody's that self-aware, I've learned. You know, because they do have those things that like those people that are just like telling them everything they want to hear, and then they somehow just kind of forget, or they get desensitized, and they're not very self-aware. So yeah, if you ever see me like and I've like become that, please slap me. Like, okay, good. You're going on tour together with NF, I just read. So this will be your first tour ever, or did you just do gigs? No, it's not my first tour. But yeah, I'm going out. I'm the only support act. It's really exciting because it's the biggest rooms I've ever played. You know, to be in front of his fan base is just, it's an amazing opportunity, because, you know, they're such a devoted and committed fan base. So what would you say is the best thing about tour life? Like for me, it's all about like meeting people. Like on this tour, like I'll play my set, and then at the end of the show, I'll go out and meet whoever wants to come up to me. And it's cool to hear like how the music connected with them, and you know what it meant to them, and yeah, it's really special.